'cause I just get happier or I just get sadder. All right, we're back with our first gorgeous guest, and it's Athena. How are you, Athena?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. So you always have a zillion things going on.
I do.
So tell them all before we forget.
Okay, so I'm just signing right now with Paperclip Agency in Europe.
Wow. So what does that mean?
So they're going to book me a tour in September.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do they pay for your airfare?
No, but the venues pay, and then the money I get from that goes to my airfare.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah.
Do you know what countries you're going to be going
to? England, France, Germany, Australia, Switzerland.
Australia?
Not Australia. Austria.
I was like
Belgium,
Australia,
Luxembourg, Holland. So these are the places, probably not all of them. These are the places I'm being promoted in currently by some publicists.
Good for you, Athena.
And then
you deserve it.
Thank you. And then the agent is gonna try and book me in those places, and we'll see what lands.
Lands, ha.
But isn't there an expression about throwing something, you see where it lands?
Yes, yeah. I do it all the time.
Throw something.
Wow,
so that's
really
exciting.
Cool. So
yeah.
when are you going?
September. I just got the contract in the mail yesterday.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
That's really... You've played in Europe many times, haven't you?
Yes.
Have you played in a lot of those places?
I've completely lost track of where she said.
She said so many.
It's Western Europe and England.
That's
great.
Have you toured over there before?
Yeah, I was there on my own. I booked my own tour indie last September, and I contacted a lot of agents, and she met with me. We had a 4-hour dinner. She's from Holland, Hildy. Her and her partner run the company.
Where did you eat?
We ate at an Italian restaurant in Berlin, and it was a 4-hour dinner. And it was funny because I wonder if she's even watching right now. Hi, if she is. But it was like 4 hours and we didn't talk at all about business. And she said that she hates when New Yorkers, Americans just talk about business. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to say anything. So the whole time we just talked about dinner and like.
Did you go to a little tea house, coffee, cafe?
No, it was like a punk Italian restaurant. I mean, everything's like punk and graffiti in Berlin.
Yeah.
So like Italian graffiti punk restaurant.
When was this?
This is in September.
Oh,
so we didn't talk about
from then.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And then we just had this lovely dinner, and then I didn't even know what was happening, but it was really nice. And then we just continued talking and
good
emailing.
For you.
And it worked out.
Excellent. That's
and
really
she signed the Clicks just last month. Do you know the Clicks?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, she just signed that. It's funny because I played with them in Toronto, so it's funny.
Wow.
And yeah, they represent a lot of people.
Lucas, I've met Lucas.
So,
yeah. That's so great.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's a big thing. And
that is a big thing. So does she work with a certain type of artist?
No, they have all kinds of people. I mean, they have. I'm trying to think of the name. Is a big person from
the
Canada.
Clicks are pretty big.
Yeah.
Oh, is it all Canadian?
No,
like, you're Canadian.
I know, but
Canadian.
there are. Well, you know what? Europeans love Canadian artists. So
fuck you, Europe.
No, but there's a lot of Americans too.
What about New York artists, right?
No, there's New York artists too.
I'm just kidding.
Saying,
I just played in London, and where I played, they knew you. And they loved you.
Where did you play?
I played at 12 Bar.
Oh, at the 12 Bar, yeah.
Yeah, and they said, do you know Latch? And I said, I do, actually. I know. They love you in the 12 Bar.
That's cool.
Do you have a phone number?
For the 12 Bar?
For the one who loves me.
I probably have an email.
A long lost love over there.
Yeah.
That's for you.
Yeah. So do you have venues? Do they know yet?
No. I mean, I'm sure she knows, but she's just,
Well, if the Clicks are there and you open for the Clicks, you'll have an amazing time.
Well, we were thinking that wouldn't be smart.
What's
because
the name
they're
of
new
the
to
band?
Europe, and I'm...
With a Q?
CLIKS.
No, but yeah, it's a little reminiscent of clits, like clitoris. Yeah, sure.
I wasn't even thinking that.
I wasn't either.
You weren't?
No!
I always did. Well, in my mind, I think they're referencing that because they're dykey.
Well, not all of them.
Maybe they're not, but every time I hear the word click, I think clit.
I didn't.
Every time I wake up.
Well, now you will.
Now I will. Oh my.
No, we talked about me opening for them and stuff, but they're like, no, because they're not like that. I need to open for people who are known in Europe. They're not known.
Oh
in Europe.
Yeah.
So
Oh well, that's better.
Not a good pairing.
Right. Good for you. So what else is going on? That's huge. I mean, that's great.
Well, I just released a dance single.
I'm always in awe over you. You're always, I'm doing, and you're doing always amazing things. It's really true.
Thanks. I'm actually working too hard. Like, I'm exhausted.
Well, you don't look tired.
Really?
Not to me.
Thank you.
Maybe it's good lighting.
I'm working on, I don't know, trying to balance my life. But it's hard, to be an artist. You have to, I find I have to work really hard. I teach, in the arts. I work with special needs and do music. I teach and then I save my money and then I spend my money on making albums and paying publicists and going to Europe and and then it all goes like a cycle. So I work hard.
Are you happy?
Well, I mean,
Do you
that's
get
a
those
crazy
little
question.
snippets?
What is that? Who's happy?
I don't know.
What is that?
Well, I found a book on the street the other day, and I always think when I find books on the street that I actually pick up and start reading, like, that they were left for me. And I found this book, and it's like something about your bliss or something.
Oh, following your bliss.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's blue. Do you know that?
No, but that's a nice thing to
But
do.
it's funny. It's the funny thing about it is when you were talking, he went to Holland because that's where this guy who teaches about how to be happy, he teaches in Holland. So he went into Amsterdam and went to one of those places and smoked a little hash, and he's like, "Is this the answer?" And he's like, "I don't think so." And it's like he's studying at the. I didn't read that much, but it was like
at the University of Marijuana.
No,
just kidding.
It could be. No,
That's a New York State University.
Yeah,
but it is. I don't know if it could be following your bliss.
Could be. There's a whole thing about that.
Is
a whole
it?
philosophy.
I
It's
just
a
know
good
the
thing
book
to
is
do if you're
blue, and he's
miserable and
going through the whole thing about it.
No, I mean, what's happiness? Come on. I mean,
The
like,
one thing he did say
there's
was
moments of joy, moments of not. You try and work towards a larger goal, but have a balance of simple pleasures, and that's all you can hope for.
Well, I only read a little bit, and the little bit I read, I found out that Iraq is supposedly the land that is the most beautiful in the world. I never knew that.
Oh.
The people that are the most happy are from like Denmark and Ireland, Iceland or something. Like the weather.
They're socialists.
I don't know. It's like
socialist
they measure
countries.
it, and then they say how they always say that the happiness comes from inside. That's not necessarily true. They said
it comes from socialism.
You think?
Yeah, well, the happiest mothers are French mothers. Like the happiest, if you look at parents.
It said
in
the people
world,
that have affairs are happier, but they're
No.
unhappy when they get caught. That's what it says.
But then we don't measure what is happiness, because there's momentary happiness and there's long-term philosophical happiness. Like if you feel there's meaning in your life, like parents, young parents are not happy in the moment, but then overall they have philosophical But then people who are childless feel more depressed. So like in the end, so there's a momentary happiness now, but then there's kind of like philosophical happiness, like you feel you have meaning in your life. So there's
I
you have to
don't
look at those
know.
studies.
I have to read another page.
I
read
look at
that
those
first
studies and think about like how they're measuring happiness.
You gotta read this book. I'll lend it to you since I
All
just
right.
found it
Yeah,
anyway.
sounds great.
I know. We'll be right back, and she's gonna play a song.
Yeah.
All right. And then it happened.